All right. Focus. Well, some of you are focusing on your well-being, but it's more of a spiritual level here with the Aquarius card. That can talk about fame. It can talk about fortune. It can talk about having wishes fulfilled, wishes granted. Let's see what we get here. It's really kind of around your success. Let's see what we've got in the first position. Let's see if this is a focus on work first. We've got strength and we've got the Knight of Cups. Around work, there's strength, there's stability, there's satisfaction. So whoever this is talking about, if the star factor, maybe the celebrity influence around this, there's a progress towards a wish fulfilled where the solidity, the fundamental strength of your career path is concerned. There's going to be an element of satisfaction for one of my Leo friends this week. Something very positive. Movement forward, yes. It may have been slow progress, but this is saying this may just be your time for success. Success is going to land at somebody's door this week, without a doubt. And it may come in a very public way, a star quality to it. Now, let's look at your home card. The Six of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. Home. What are you holding on to? It's a very financial situation here. This is generosity, give and take, balance. The need to maybe be thoughtful and resourceful where your money is concerned. But there's a connect there between home and finance, which there should be. Feels like the energy isn't so romantic for Leo. It feels very much more structured towards success than anything else, because success feels very strong. But on a personal level, there's not much intimacy going on right now. Now, your role, Leo, the Empress, and the Two of Pentacles. So, all right. There's a process of growth going on around someone, whether it's you're expanding your family or maybe your work growth is leading to expansion in your own life, in your own home. Maybe you're saving money for a better home, a newer home, a place for expansion. I think that plan, if that's what you're doing here, if that's what all of this foundation energy is about, I think you may be looking for a bigger home, something that may be leading to a more successful feeling of expansion and room. I think you may be looking to add more space to your environment. But let's see what's going on here. The Knight of Wands and the King of Cups. In your environment, we have got you seeking something. There's an action that's being taken around Leo right now for some of you. And it can talk about expansion, but it also talks about, and this is you, your natural instinct for expansion, for wanting more, for having more. But there's a supportive love feeling here. So I'm almost feeling like in your environment, there's support, there's love here, but the focus is very much around the physical status of the home, of your relationship, of the expansion that you're wanting to bring in. There's support, but not much romance going on here for someone. What the next step is the Nine of Wands and the Two of Cups. So, right, there is some sort of a blockage or resistance in your interpersonal relationship, in a partnership that maybe there's a little bit of resistance around the physical attraction. If this is a marital partner, feels like somebody's, holding back on the love supply. So there's some resistance going on here. The next step is really to let go of the resistance and open up to this partner. Because I think that there's more concentration on what's going on around you than there actually is in the embracing of a relationship. Open up to a more physical thing with this person, I think is the real message here. Is that it might be okay to open yourself up on a physical level with someone. Because there is some love there. If this isn't a partner and this is an attraction, the next step is really sort of be mindful that the relationship can go that way. Whether or not it's going to go that way, I'm not so sure. But there's been a holding back here for someone. And this may be a thing that's developing. That's what this is. It may be a thing developing in the workplace if you're single. And there's a resistance to get physical with this person. If this is an association that you're trying to get off the ground and it's someone you work with, there's a little bit of resistance to move it forward. Although, if it did go to that place, it would be like a really nice connection. What you visualize from the situation. The King of Swords and the Hangman. So you know this, if you are attracted to someone at work and there are policies against that, you already know that. And if you don't know that, you need to check that information before you go there, because it's a possibility you may not be able to experience what you're wanting with this. There's that resistance with the Hangman. The Hangman is that energy that says you're going to have to wait on this. You're going to have to pull back. You're going to have to just make a sacrifice here, because you're not allowed to go there here. You're not allowed to have that experience. So what you're envisioning is really the desire to be with someone, but a blockage there, not being able to go there for whatever reason it is. There's a connection of growth between these two people. Now, I have to say, if this is already an established relationship, like I already thought, we got somebody holding back on the love supply here. They're not putting forth the affection to their partner. They're building up a resistance, and they're keeping their distance. For one reason or another, you may be experiencing this. Now, let's take a look at the next position, which is the main objective here. The Six of Cups and the Three of Cups. You want to be happy with this relationship from the past. This is probably something from the past. Or you're longing. Maybe what is going on here is the longing of a past situation that gave you some sort of happiness, gave you some feeling of benefit and celebration. The main objective is to be happy again. Maybe be open to love. Maybe you cut yourself off from love. I've been getting that a lot lately, guys. This wall, this resistance towards relationships. A lot of people are going there because a lot of people are fed up with what they're getting when they finally get out there, when they finally get to go to that romantic place. It's not what they wanted it to be. I think the main objective coming out or coming through this, it's an attraction that you have. You're going to have to hold back for some of you. There's the thing here where it's not going to go. And you're trying to be happy. You're wanting to be happy with this connection in whatever way it is. Now, the result this week, the 10 of Pentacles and the 3 of Wands. So there's growth. There's growth going on within the situation. A lot of it is around financial growth. But it also talks about the kind of connection that you get through family. And so, I want to say that financial connection, whatever that is going to remain there. But the attraction is going to continue to grow. So that's what we've got this week. However this is playing out. I have to go as general as I can for you guys. However this is playing out, you're kind of reflecting on the past and using those situations to bring you into the current or the final result at the end of this period. But there's a holding back here. Someone is holding back. If it's a committed relationship, there's a resistance or a holding back there. If this is an attraction between two people, again, we've got a blockage. But at the end of the period, I think the financial thing remains stable. It remains secured. And the 3 of Wands talks about growth. But that's the kind of growth around your desires. And so the desire will continue to grow. Finances will maintain, but there's a longing here that continues. The wall might still remain and the longing might continue. And for this week, that's what I've got. Now, if you want a reading meant just for you, reach out to me. I can get an invoice to you and we'll get that process started. You know how to reach me. If you want to take a look at your focus love reading next,